Oh, you get shot in the eye. Well, there's our next culprit right here. This is the main baddie, probably. Enjoying my reactions, but you don't feel like waiting a week for the next upload? That's cool, because I got you covered. Chances are, by the time you watch this show on YouTube, I'll already have the full seasons available over on Patreon in their complete unedited glory. All you gotta do is become a tier 2 patron. And if you just so happen to be a viewer who wants to request things from me, such as movies and shows, then you can take your loyalty even further by becoming a tier 3 patron. The ball is in your court, and I'm completely at your service. So take advantage of these opportunities now. Yo, what's going on, you guys? This is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer, here with me, myself, and I on the ones and twos, and this is We Ain't Seen It Reactions, the place where I react to everything I've never seen. And if you read by the title, you know what time it is. It's time to whip out those magnifying glasses, do some investigating with Detective Conan, aka Case Closed. Yes, man, the last time we left off, we found ourselves in somewhat of a concert type scenario because it started off with everybody being hyped to see their favorite J-pop group, 2mix. Yes, man, everybody is just super excited because they were hosting a concert that was going to be very good, man. It's going to benefit everybody, at least in terms of, entertainment. But one person that felt like they weren't going to be entertained in the slightest was Conan, who wasn't really interested in the group because he likes more of the investigative type of things. Not to mention that he's limited to what he can do since he's a child. You know, he can't just run around like he wants anymore or it'll blow his cover. But, you know, like everybody else is excited. The Junior Detective League is decided. Red is definitely excited to see this group. But, you know, one person that ends up getting caught up in a whirlwind of controversies is one of the singers, that being Minami. Yes, Minami, she decides that she's not gonna be performing because of certain things that are taking place. One of them being extortion. There's this guy that's been stalking her house, trying to get her to stop singing for some strange reason, and she wants to figure out why, and somehow she ends up with the Junior Detective League. And you guys heard me say right off the bat that this voice actress of Minami has to share the same voice actress with Conan because the two sound identical, and they instantly point that out. So it was made apparent that yes, they were actually sharing the same voice actress. But one of the things that you guys pointed out to me was the fact that Minami, the person that voices Detective Conan, Minami Takayama to be precise, you know, she also does a lot of singing, and the group of 2mix is an actual group in real life. And another thing that I noticed is the fact that I am no stranger to 2mix because I actually happen to be a fan of one of their songs, that being Rhythm and Motion for the Mobile Suit Gundam Wing soundtrack / opening of Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. So far away. I'm sorry for my bad vocals. I can't speak Japanese, so I can only say the English part of that particular song. But yeah, man, I love that song, man. And it also makes me want to actually, you know, incentivize looking more into their soundtrack, man, their discography, to hear some more songs that they have, because it was so awesome hearing this woman sing. I looked her up. She's very beautiful for a 60-year-old. That woman makes 60 look like 25. Call me. But no, I'm married. Yeah, man, it was so cool seeing that. They were actually able to stop the guy who just so happened to, you know, be trying to cover up the song that Minami wanted to release with 2mix because it was going to reveal certain details that would blow his cover for a shooting that he got off of for self-defense. But come to find out that the guy that he shot was actually an accomplice that was trying to extort him. And, you know, he actually put the guy's hand on the gun and shot the ground so the gunpowder residue could be on the guy's hand, and it would make it seem like they were trying to struggle, you know. So yeah, it was fun to see that. And then we got a chance to see Conan share the stage with Minami and her bandmate. Very fun stuff, man. But anyways, we are now in the 4th season of Detective Conan, and you know what we like to do, guys. We like to skip ahead on certain parts to keep things in line with what was seen in the manga, as opposed to just having a lot of filler fluff. So we're gonna go ahead and jump ahead to episode 84, man, which is going to be titled, what is this title? Let me know what it is. Alright, this title is going to be The Ski Lodge Murder Case Part 1. So yes, we have another two-parter, which is always a great thing. This is always a treat for me, guys. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Here we go. Oh Lord, you can't ski. Why are you so thirsty? You have access to a lot of money, so I know you've met many other preppy guys. Kittens. Nah, y'all look crazy in the eyes. The fuck? Longer hair. I mean, you act like she's supposed to be married at 20 something. Instructors. Now these two are just perverts. Shimoda. Sakai. Why are you sweating now, Sakai? Exactly. What kind of shit is that? They're perverts. Okay, so either he's late because he's dead or he's late because he's busy killing somebody. Really? So he's a prankster. No, don't go with this creep. This is so wrong. A lot of assumptions are being made in this episode. Yeah. Oh wow. So Sugiyama is either placing these things there or maybe it's somebody else then. I don't know, man. This is so strange. No. Anytime we stay any place over the nighttime, something happens. Is it gonna be him? Y'all ain't gonna ask who it is? Ooh, the fuck? Who the hell is this? No, you look weird, bro. Something's gonna happen. He did with his Japanese Nicolas Cage looking ass. Sugiyama is dead, y'all. He gotta be. The hell? She gonna discover a dead body, ain't she? Anytime the room dark. Huh? Please don't tell me she dead. What's with these marks? Who is that? fuck? Not Sanako too. Why does he look so weird? Like he's wearing a gimp suit. Get in there! Bust through the door. Yes. Spinning back kick. Yeah, that was definitely a chloroform cloth that he put over their mouths. No, this all seems like an elaborate setup. Yeah. They're trying to make it seem like something it's not. Oh, poor thing. No. Mina. Go massacre. What truth did they bend? No, I don't think it was this guy. He's just been planted there to look like he's the bad dude. Oh! He always jump out the window with them damn house shoes on. He's gonna have a cold by the time this episode is over with. So it's somebody that was already in the house. Nah, I don't know, man. Yeah, what was you at, girl? Why are your legs so wet? Y'all ain't gonna question that shit either? She was supposed to be up in the kitchen. I'm surprised the curry ain't all fucked up. That gravy ought to be hard as a rock. Is that so? Yes. It's time. So do I, buddy. So do I. The hell? Oh my god, he's dead. So he's been dead for a while. Look at his skin. Come on, bro. You see? Wow. Alright guys, so first off I just want to say RIP to Sugiyami. You know, he seems to be a dead duck right now. Like, I don't know, it's like he's totally petrified. He's somehow somebody planted him at the door. I don't know who it is, but I have a nagging suspicion that it has something to do with Nakamori. I also have a nagging suspicion that it has something to do with Ran and Sanako's former professor too, who was initially attacked first before Sanako discovered her body laying on the ground. I don't know, it just seems like something more nefarious is going on here. They're trying to cover their tracks and make it seem like maybe the the guy that hasn't been around was the main culprit that attacked. But then there's also the whole 3-year incident that happened that the news reporter mentioned, who seems to be very suspicious in and of himself, though. But like I said, man, I have a feeling that Nakamori chick, the one that was actually supposed to be tending to the food, but wasn't in the kitchen at the time when the food was over simmering, she was actually one of the attackers, and they're trying to, disguise this thing to be something that is not necessarily, what it's not, So, yeah, I still feel like we need to wait for more clues to build up, because once again, this is a two-parter. You know how these things go. It's not very wise to jump to conclusions yet until the second part, when more things start to happen in this show. But it's fun that we're actually in one of those isolated locations. The weather is bad, so there's not much we can do. We just have to, we're stationary right now. We're trapped. So yeah, let's see how this is going to play out, and let's see what they're going to say with this Sugiyama guy, what happened to him. Here we go. This guy's probably been dead for hours. He's probably just been out there in the snow. No. He's probably strangled. Exactly. It's like his body looks perfectly fine. It's just cold. Rigor mortis, exactly. They just put his body right there that whole entire time, or they did something else. It had to be Nakamori. Okay, so we're getting more. Alright, we're getting close to the massacre word. Minako? The fuck? Who is Minako? Yeah, he knows something. You mean the kid that's sitting right beside you? Oh, is that her when she was younger? It's like, now that you're having this flashback and you're seeing Conan, that should bring back even more memories. Yeah. He croaked after poking his nose in some case. I wonder if he has anything to do with that organization. Yeah, shut up, Rand. You think so? So either this guy is the murderer, or he's just in cahoots with the murderer. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be alone. I would be trying to be with everybody to make sure. Huh. I wonder. Yeah, what the fuck? So they had to pull that body there or something, like maybe they used some kind of strings or wires. What? What is your man's problem, bro? He's losing it. No, that's not going to be the wise thing to do. You're going to find this guy croaked over. Either he's going to get killed or he's going to kill himself. Minako? Is that her? Her teacher. Minako, yeah. Oh, shut up! Oh no! Bruh. How does this keep happening? Oh shit. Bruh. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and just put a cause for the pause, or the pause for the cause. So man, there's so much happening. Now that we've officially established that this person in question that correlates to the 3-year ago incident was in fact this student by the name of Minako, I'm under the suspicion that somebody that she's related to just so happens to be in the house, and they're gonna try to get the revenge for her. You know, this could potentially be her brother or sister enacting these acts of murder and vengeance, or it could be something totally different, and it could possibly be Minako herself, but I don't know how that would be if she's on file to be dead. Anything can happen, man. Like, this shit right here is going to be a very interesting case study. There's also the whole, why were these scrapings on the 2 pillars of the porch, you know, the things that are holding up the roof, and why there was snow kind of scraped off on one of the arm rails. There's that. So I have a nagging suspicion that this killer has been setting up certain things by way of like maybe a pulley to keep the body of the guy that was found on the porch frozen and petrified due to, you know, cold conditions and a bit of rigor mortis. They probably had him setting there in some kind of form or fashion. Still have a nagging suspicion that it's Nakamori or Nakamura, however you say her name, because she's the one that continues to go missing. And there's the whole feet being wet. You know, her feet and the bottom of her ankles are wet in certain scenes, and she's missing for some of the incidents. So I would have a nag. I wouldn't be surprised if she's somehow related to Minako, and she wants to get her revenge for what happened to this person that unfortunately took their own lives, and they're trying to, you know, get that get back. But with all that said, let's go ahead and jump to the next episode, because I am running out of time on my camera, which is about to hit 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and do part 2. Here we go. It's a good thing that this girl screamed at the time that she did. Shit, we almost had our cover blown. Oh, wow. Wow. Choked out again. Nice. That is. Yeah. You let this guy script you down? That's a little kinky. I wouldn't let this creepy ass come anywhere near me. What's that? No. Why would y'all leave her unattended to? Wow, she's in recap mode. We've already had a recap, Sanako. Yeah, just relax. Huh. So was Minako in their class as well, or? Okay, yeah, she was the teacher. Minako, exactly. Really? Wow. Man, we are scrapped for leads right now. I can't find anything. We need something that's gonna really aid us in this shit. Is there any footprints? Oh, there's the wire. Fishing line string. Wow. I wonder if that has anything to do with the... Yeah. What is that? Oh. He has wire around his neck too. Hair. Okay, so the hair color. It's light brown. There you go. Really? Really? This is going to be very difficult. Ooh. So when are you gonna act like Shinichi is on the other line? This is what we're gonna do? Why would you even... I mean, you aren't going to question how Shinichi was able to get out there in the middle of a winter storm? But then again, I guess he would be able to find the files and put two and two together. But how the fuck would Shinichi even know? Yeah. Alright guys, so I guess we're going to take another quick pause for the cause. Another guy has died, and that's the dude that was panicking, who most likely had something to do with the unaliving of Minako. There just seems to be so many things pointing to Nakamura that I'm not going to just pull my finger off of that just yet, because as I actually suspected, there was some kind of rigging over on the porch where the doorbell was. Like somehow this person is able to pull like the strings or the wiring to make the doorbell go off in some kind of form or fashion. There's also like some hair that was found on the guy's body after he was strangled, and I'm under the suspicion that it could potentially be a woman, which once again, I'm just gonna go and place my bets that it's actually Nakamura herself, but I don't know, man. It still seems like it's a very ambiguous type of scenario where it could potentially be anybody, especially the main teacher, who just so happens to be the former teacher of the deceased Minako. You know, if there's anybody else that would be a culprit, it would probably be her as well. You know, she hasn't really just talked about it, but it seems like she has some form of guilt about the situation, especially after Ran and Tanako said that she was somebody that they looked up to, and she just kind of like waves it off and says that, hey, you shouldn't look up to me. I couldn't even protect y'all from being attacked. So it's kind of like up in the air if she's involved in some kind of way, but Nakamura, I feel like she is, or in some kind of way, it possibly could be the news reporter himself. What if he's actually a relative to Minato, like Minako? What if he's like the older brother of Minako, or maybe this is a case that he wanted to solve but couldn't because of other things that would happen. There's also the Shinichi thing. Like, how does Shinichi know about this whole scenario when there's a whole winter storm going? Like, wouldn't Ran question if he's in the house or how he was able to discover these things? I don't know, but we're gonna see, man. So without further ado, let's see how Ran, actually solves this whole scenario now that she's gonna have the floor, because Conan's secret identity could potentially be compromised if he does. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and spill the beans. Okay, who are you pointing at, though? Why are you so gung-ho about everybody being wrong? He just wants his viral report. That's all he wants. Yeah. Shinichi got your back. Yeah, headline that, bitch. Yeah, okay. Wow. Yeah, something told me that's what it was. Like, this thing held the body up. Hype. Hey, we already testing it out now. What is that? The skis? Yeah. He seems very adamant about them not finding the culprit. Really? Of course. Then explain the weapon disappearing act, why don't you, little lady? This dude is so creepy. Yeah? Please just say it. Spill the beans already. Yunahara? It was Yunahara, wasn't it? The color matches her, the color of that hair string. Yeah. Yunahara. I thought so. Wow. But who was the accomplice though? If Yunohara was laying down. No. She probably put the wig on somebody else's body. I don't mean to laugh, but that nose should have been a clear indication. It was all just quick. It was like a flash. Wow. Mm. Huh? How are you going to be able to find all that though? Yeah, she wanted to cover it up. Huh. Of course. They probably drove her to do that. This is so messed up. Why would you do that to a little girl? Yeah, that was a little baby at the end of the day. Right, you hit your own student. She's still hurt by this. But guys, that concludes the two-parter to the Ski Lodge murder case. Man, talk about a very suspenseful two-parter that kind of correlates to Ran and Sanako's past. You know, this teacher of theirs, I guess, hell have no fury like a woman scorned, and this woman right here, she definitely had a reason to be scorned because somebody killed one of her babies, one of her former students, yes. And it just so happens to be the guy that was actually missing this entire time, which was a name that I don't even care to remember, because I already forgot that fast. Was it Sagayama or something like that? It's so many different names up in this show. Kind of makes me wonder, like, maybe that's why Funimation just thought it'd be better to just translate them to English or come up with their own names to make it more easy for people to remember, but that's besides the point. Yeah, this guy, he was a scumbag that was cheating, or like messing with kids' entrance exams and scores and letting them cheat and shit like that, and the girl had a problem with that because she looked up to the teacher only to discover that, yes, like, this guy, he was the one that killed her because they didn't want her to, catch on to them, and I guess want her to report them to the higher ups. It could have been one of those scenarios. I was totally wrong in my assumptions. I thought it was going to be the Nakamura woman that was the main culprit, since she was the one that kept coming up missing. But then again, if there's anything that I will say about Detective Conan, they do an excellent job of making it seem like something it's not. You know, they kind of like made it a point to show her missing in certain scenes. So I don't know, like that's a big shame on me moment where I should have known better than to assume so quickly that that could be the case. But it was just so much stuff mounting like that to make it seem like that's what it was. But no, it just so happened to be the former teacher herself, whose name I also forgot. If I could remember, I would, because in most cases I don't justify killing people, but in this instance right here, I feel like you should have the death penalty at any means, whether it be by the judicial system or by a civilian who actually comes in the form of karma. So yeah, it seems like this teacher was very much obliged to, you know, enact this vengeance on these guys. She says that she didn't find out who the other person was, but I firmly believe that it actually was the other guy, since he was just so guilt-stricken by the whole situation and, you know, kind of moving very funny. So yeah, it makes sense why she would kill him as well. Overall, man, I will say that this is more of one of those more heartfelt episodes, because like I said, it does directly tie to Rand and Sanako. They're very much hurt because they mentioned it. They went out of their way to mention that they looked up to this teacher. You know, they wanted to be her because they just had so much admiration for her, and to see her in a brief moment have that guilt-stricken moment where she feels like they shouldn't honor her in that fashion, that should have been the main clue, the main giveaway that she was in fact the culprit of this whole scenario. It's unfortunate that she had to put hands on Sanako in order to cover her tracks and, you know, just do all this nefarious stuff, and then, you know, just let Rand and Sanako down. You know, Rand, she's very much hurt by this whole thing. There's a lot of things that Rand should be hurt by. Everybody that's always involved in these, like especially with Shinichi, who I feel like, you know, he has a more, I don't know, like secure frame of thought when it comes to these things, because he's seen it time and time again. But Rand, she's just always caught in the middle of these acts, you know, where she sees somebody die or get killed and stuff. You know, it's almost like she's immune to it or she's numb to it. That's just my thing. But overall, if I were to rate this episode, I would give it an S+. I'll rate both of these with an S+, because they were so good. And, you know, I'm always happy to be wrong. You know, I love when a show can completely just swerve me and actually point out to the actual things that happened in the episode. So yeah. But with that said, guys, that's going to do it for us today. I hope you enjoyed this reaction, because as always, I have a blast reacting to these things with you and for you. If there's anything that I may have missed or got misconstrued, which, I mean, it's apparent that I did, be sure to provide the proper context in the comment section below without spoiling me on things to come. But this is your boy RBG, aka the Random Black Gamer, wins in the reactions. I'll catch you guys in the next reaction to Detective Conan, aka Case Closed. Peace.